National Bank of Arizona, home of the Phoenix Suns' amazing rewards credit card. By CenturyLink Prism TV. Get it now at cprismtv.com. Earnhardt Auto Centers. No bull is the way it's been done since 1951. Talking Stick Resort. Play in style. And by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Goes back into when the Warriors were playing the Rockets recently. And there's another three ball from Steph Curry. They don't let up. He had a 42-point game Sunday against Washington. Len on the foul, plus the foul.
And to me, this is going to be the problem for the Warriors as the playoffs begin in a week or so, and teams are going to try to attack them inside. I mean, obviously Draymond's not here, so that means a lot to this basketball club, of course. But I mean, the size of Alex Len should culminate into a good game here. I don't think they have an answer for him. As soon as I start saying stuff like that, the wind blows. Or did the basket move?
I think, no, it was a gust. There was a big door open.
Gust. Okay. All right.
Gust of wind.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, Len was 6 points. The rest of the team 5.
You sure Kevin Ray wasn't standing under the bucket and they saw that tight shirt?
Might have had something to do.
Something is amiss.
Two-time MVP Steph Curry, the reigning scoring champ, flips it up a circus shot as he's going to the deck. Grimacing a bit. Second on Len.
This is a good collision there, no doubt. Threw him off balance. But watch how quickly he pops up. That's just something for young players to see. You know, get up.
Here's your IASIS injury report. Quite fittingly, IASIS Healthcare, official healthcare partner of the Suns. Visit yourazhealth.com. Former Warrior Leandro Barbosa has missed the last 5 with right hamstring spasms. Kevin Durant still out with a strained left knee, scheduled to return Saturday against New Orleans. Warriors 14-4 without the 4-time scoring champ. And the Warriors, as we've mentioned, are resting Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. 16-11 Warriors. Curry already with 10 points, but he split a pair of free throws there. Chris can't get it to go. Here comes Thompson. Curry dancing through the lane and then stops and pops. And look at McAdoo. Hustling. Out to Curry for 3.
Oh, my.
Automatic.
Oh, my. There's nothing you can do or say.
4 for 4 for Steph. Has 13 points in 5 minutes. Warriors by 8. Ulis backs it up on Curry. And the steal by Curry. Anticipated it beautifully, and the one-man fast break. He thought he got bopped on the head. 15 points. He has more than the Suns have. He's outscored the Suns 15-11. It's 21-11 Golden State. Ulis dancing to the foul line. Bad pass intended for Len. Swing it down to Curry. Makes an over-the-shoulder catch. And it is acrobatic time here in Phoenix. Foul on Booker.
Well, Suns turning it over. They can't do that against Golden State. They're just too unselfish. They pass the ball better than... I mean, they're an historic team when it comes to passing the ball. So let's put it that way. And if you make the mistake, they're going to find the open guy. I mean, they identify the open guy as fast as any team we've seen in this league in a long time.
They lead the league in assists, Eddie, 30.5 a game. Curry, maybe he should step out to the three-point line to shoot free throws. He's missed 2.
Yeah.
A lot of Warriors fans on hand.
It's a blip. It's like raining in Phoenix.
A young Curry fan there. That's right. Only rains here about 3 times a year. And Curry misses a couple of free throws about 3 times a year. 6:07 to go in the first. It has been the Steph Curry Show.
For a 2-time MVP, name not in the conversation, but it's there over the last few weeks because he has been in MVP form.
6:07 to go here in the opening quarter. Well, the Phoenix Mercury season begins next month. Secure your seats right now. The Fry's Food Store's home opener is Sunday, May 14th at Talking Stick Resort Arena. Tickets beginning at just $12 and can be purchased at phoenixmercury.com or by calling 602-252-WNBA. Well, Steve and EJ, as we know and see, the Warriors certainly bring out all the fans, and in most cases, bring out the best in their opponents. Now, when you consider this youthfulness of this Suns roster, you might think that they would be intimidated, but that is far from the case. Coach Earl Watson sees a team that really hasn't changed its approach based on the opponent that they are facing. In fact, he says, we don't approach it any differently because, well, we're too young to know better. He also sees a team and players who are trying to make their mark every single night, regardless of the opponent. But there is no doubt when you get the Splash Brothers in town and a team that has set such a high standard like the Warriors, it provides a great measuring stick for this Suns team where they want to be in the very near future.
R.K. Ray, Booker making the steal, goes down hard, and he's still on the floor in front of us. McCaw back to Thompson, uncontested three. And he pulled the string on it, and it goes out of bounds over the backboard. And Devin Booker holding the left side of his neck area. And looking at his right shoulder. Check out this collision. Oh, it's with Mark Ayotte, the official. Wow.
Yeah. And, you know, look, Mark Ayotte was lucky in that sense that, you know, Devin Booker was trying to stay in bounds. And so... I mean, so he's fortunate, and obviously Devin Booker seems to be okay as well. That's, you know, from a player standpoint, they're trying to catch it and stay in bounds. The official's just trying to get out of the way, and a lot of times the player will get the worst of that because he's trying to spin and can get himself in trouble.
There's Booker trying to show that he's all right. The shot was blocked by Thompson out of bounds. I like what Booker did. He was over on the far side while you were talking, and he looked over at the referee, Mark Ayotte. He said, "You okay?"
Yeah.
Nice to see. Well, he really got rattled there. Both of them did.
Well, and officials do a very good job of staying out of the way of players, but sometimes, you know, they'll shake loose and they'll be in the way.
Shaking loose. Mr. McAdoo is interrupted. Here's T.J. Warren. Pass behind Marquise Chris. By the way, Dragan Bender out there looked good in his return game the other night against Houston. Thompson on the dish to JaVale McGee, who just checked in. McGee has played well.
Yeah, Mr. McAdoo. Not in Marquise' house. If he has an opportunity to model, I don't know too many people going to dunk on him.
He's averaged 1.5 blocks over the last 11. Had 4 blocks against the Rockets. Nice mid-range shot by Thompson. He is #1 in the league in catch and shoots, 11.7 a game. Now they're keeping that stat. Ulis gets it off to Chris, makes a quick move on the 7-foot McGee. The ball kicked out.
Yeah, McGee is very long, so he's a different deterrent in there now from Jaja. Well, McGee, you got to make him move his feet and make him be active. You're not going to really post him and shoot over the top. I mean, his reach is extremely long.
Used to be known for his bloopers, but he has played impressively.
Yeah,
he's done all, you know, he's been asked to do.
He's matured with this team. You know, when you're around a winning culture, it happens.
Curry very supportive of him. Short by Chris. They say he's a great teammate. 24-13 Warriors. There's Curry with the stutter step. Little head fake on Bender. Putting on the moves, putting on the groove, and hit. And getting the roar from the crowd. It's like a crescendo building. And then the crowd erupts.
I don't even know what to say, man. To that, no one can guard that.
Oh, how about that rim protection from McGee? Take that, says JaVale. And that gets a rise from the crowd.
Well, again, this is what he can do. And Tyler should know better. He's got to get that up quicker. You know, ain't no finger roll on a guy like, no, that's not working. You got to get that up quicker. Get it off that glass as fast as you can.
Shows a lot of passion. Had a lot of it last night in a shoving match with Gorgie Chang of Minnesota. He got a flagrant one and a technical. But the fans at Golden State were loving it. They were loving the energy and the passion from McGee. Here's Booker off the mark. And it goes out of bounds to the Warriors. How about Steph Curry? Unbelievable. Some have actually suggested that Curry has had an off year. Well, yeah, if you compare it to last year when he was truly unbelievable. Here he is again right on cue. Like a layup. Steph, magical, 5 for 5 from downtown. The Warrior fans revel in it. Many fans in disbelief. He's got 21 in 9 minutes. Suns working around. Ulis over McAdoo. Nice.
I think this might be a heat check here. I don't know if he's going to even look to pass it.
Or even look at the basket when he shoots. Here it is again. That time he showed he's human. His first miss from downtown, 5 for 6. Quick release from Warren. Doesn't get the bounce. Loose ball foul says Warren Holtkamp. And JaVale McGee is claiming I didn't touch him. Now he's getting an explanation from Lauren, number 1 on McGee.
Well, one thing, the ball is not touching the rim. How did Steph Curry and play go early?
Everyone loves Taco Bell's iconic Crunch Wrap. And once again, we're taking that love to new heights. The one that got away is back in a big way. The bigger, beefier, triple-double Crunch Wrap. Only at Taco Bell.
Morning, it's another pure gray morning. Don't know what the day's holding. And I get up right when I walk right into the path of a lightning bolt.
That's me, Windfall Willie, the old prospector miner. You might be saying, where you been, Willie? Out searching for exciting new games, new fun ways to play, and new ways to strike it rich. And for my return as Chief Fun Officer of the Arizona Lottery, I'm going big. Meet the all-new $30 Ultimate Million Scratchers ticket. With 4 top prizes of $3.5 million, it's the first of its kind in Arizona. I see you, Derek.
It's back. And it's front. No, really. The triple-double Crunch Wrap Big Box is back. And it's still all mains, no sides with a Doritos Locos Taco, a Crunchy Taco, and a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Just $5, only at Taco Bell.
Warriors by 14. We check our Southwest sky view. The view from above brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the Phoenix Suns. And we're just watching number 30 in astonishment. Steph Curry has 21 points in 9 minutes.
He's the best shooter I've ever seen. I've said it for the last 2 years. And look, if you give him grades on all the different shots, off the dribble, off screen, 2-man game, on the move, he's going to grade out higher than anybody that's ever played. Now, you can make an argument and say it's some aspect of the game, like catch and shoot. You might can argue that Klay Thompson is better. But overall shooting, I've never seen anybody shoot the ball like Steph Curry. It is amazing.
The extra pass by Booker. Dragan Bender from the corner. He is 4 points away from tying his season high for a quarter. 25 points. 19th time in his career, 20-plus in a quarter for Steph Curry. Here's Curry with the scoop.
They're just executing like crazy right now, man. I mean, they set that back door up from the beginning out of the timeout, and it worked.
Jared Dudley on hand. Let me tell you something. Call your friends, call your relatives. Livingston hits. Text, tweet, email, do whatever you have to do because Steph Curry is loaded for bear. He almost put that one in. He makes the steal, falls out of bounds, flips it up, and it almost goes in.
Look at the back cut. They set this up out of a timeout because they knew Ulis would overplay him. That's why I call him Circus Select. That's my nickname for him. Well, it's a circus when he comes.
Well, the circus is in town. 33-15 Warriors. Coming up 2 minutes to go in the first. Steve Buck with a nice blow-by move. Unable to finish. Ian Clark, another very talented kid off the bench.
You're starting to play well. And look, the biggest negative I've talked about with this team for the season is they gave up 7 of their key guys for 1 in Kevin Durant. And I just wondered if these bench guys were going to hold on and persevere through it all. Now, lately, they have really played well in this winning streak. And I think Durant being out has forced these guys to be more, I think, responsible, and they have stood up.
Dudley knocks it down. That's a 3-ball for Jarrett, 38-5-18. Curry has outscored the Suns 23-18. Here's a ball that's collected by Booker. He finds Dragan Bender, and Dudley inside. Too strong.
Yeah, looking for the contact. Jared Dudley didn't find it.
Foul on Dudley, his first. The Suns in the penalty. So.
Yeah, so not a smart foul there by Jared. And Jared's really been mature, and his leadership has really shown over the last few weeks with this team as they've gone through their struggles. But that's one that he needs to take back, because you don't want a foul like that, especially when you're already in the bonus.
You know, you can talk about all the accolades, the credits that Steph Curry deserves, but I was watching The Late Show with James Corden the other night, and his guest was Steph Curry, and they did one of those carpool karaoke's that Corden's become very famous for. I mean, he does it with Madonna and, you know, so many great singers, but he had Steph Curry in there, and at one point Curry was singing with the mouthpiece dangling out of his mouth in the car.
That's funny.
It's very funny. It's well done. I mean, he has Adele, I mean, the greatest singers of all time. And then there's Steph Curry. And they were doing like children's songs.
Yeah.
It was cute. And Curry was great. I mean, he's got a future in entertainment after this if he wants.
Yeah, look, he's a great teammate. He doesn't say much. You know, doesn't talk a lot, but his teammates understand when he does talk, they listen, and it's powerful. And that's a great way to lead, you know, by example on the court. You know, when you're ready to talk, you know, guys are going to pay attention to it.
23 points in 11 minutes for Steph Curry. 5 for 7 from 3. Derek Jones Jr. in there. Looking to blast off. Raising up his Booker. Too strong. Kept alive by the Dan Marley Hustle Award winner, Alan Williams. After P.J. Tucker got it for the last 3 years and sent to Toronto, here is Matt Barnes into the play.
You know, when you're around guys like Curry and Durant and Clay, all of a sudden you think you can be creative with moves. And look at Matt Barnes go.
A former Sun has played on a lot of teams. Bad pass by Bender. 5 turnovers.
I like this one, right? I like this matchup. I want to see how Derek Jones Jr. can stay up on him.
See what Steph does here. Ooh, went right chest to chest. And disruption from Derek Jones Jr. on Steph. He still got it underneath. Oh, that was a pass. That was intended as a pass to McGee, and Livingston grinning from ear to ear as the ball went in. Unbelievable. And at the buzzer, Jones Jr. misses. Oh, man.
Circus has come to town.
It really has. And Livingston all smiles as he heads to the Golden State bench. After 1 from Phoenix, it's the Warriors 40, the Suns 18. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. Back after 1, the Warriors lead at 41-18. While we were away, they reviewed that shot by Livingston and gave him a 3, so it's 41-18, not 40-18. Meanwhile, Steph Curry outscored the Suns in the first 23-18. Derek Jones Jr. gets it to go.
Well, the Suns just have to understand that the Warriors will let them back. They will, because they're going to keep shooting. They're going to reach a point where they're not making shots, and it's important for the Suns to go down and execute and try to work their way back in.
So now David West, a terrific passer, is into the game. They just keep coming at you.
Yeah, and he's played well lately as well in the offensive end.
Great locker room guy. team leader. Off the scramble, the Suns take it back. Third turnover against the Warriors. Suns down 21. Warriors' biggest lead 23. Ronnie Price fakes the shot, finds Bender from the corner, and pulls the string.
Well, this group is going to focus on Clay and getting him the ball. I mean, that's how Clay able to have 41 last night. I mean, they start to focus on him with Curry out of the game.
Here's Barnes, bounces it in quickly to West. 3 seconds. David West camped out in the lane. Suns GM Steve Kerr. TJ Warren back from the flu. JD with 5 on the shot clock. He and Clark pestering him out of bounds, and it's going back to Golden State. Lauren Holtkamp makes the call, and here's it from Earl Watson.
Seems like it went on Clay, off Klay Thompson's leg.
Oh, nice pass by West, and Clark couldn't finish.
Yeah, Ronnie Price, I thought, got a fingertip on it.
Derek Jones Jr. all the way, followed by Bender into the hands of Livingston. On the run out, here's Clark. Oh, rejected emphatically by Clay Jones Jr. on the way up.
Well, it's a good thing that a foul was called, because I think Clay had a wide open 3 on the block. Derek Jones Jr. passed it to him. But do you remember a few years ago when I was talking about Archie Goodwin and how he was so creative in getting to the rim, but he just couldn't finish because he had to get stronger. Derek Jones Jr. is the same light right there. He gets to the rim very well, but he's just having a very difficult time finishing the opportunity. But he will get better as he gets stronger.
That was a volleyball spike by Jones Jr. Mentioned on the open that the Suns had a season-high 12 block shots in the loss against the Rockets the other night. How about already, to this point, 8 block shots for the Suns?
They're going to get that opportunity all night long, because the Warriors will mix up the threes with driving to the rim.
Price lost the dribble. David West settles it down for Matt Barnes. Can't hit from downtown. Jones Jr. bounces it over to Warren, and TJ brings it across. Here, the Suns set it up. Allen Williams. And the runner by Big Suns. Allen averaging 11 points, 9 rebounds over the last 20 games.
Well, a good measuring point for him against David West, who's one of the strongest players in the league.
Catch and shoot by Thompson. Thought he was fouled by TJ. Complains to Mark Ayotte.
Yeah, the good thing, Klay Thompson, 1 of 6.
That's a kicking violation. Now, that was a different scenario last night when he was 13 for 24, 7 for 14 from 3. And Thompson had 41.
When he gets hot, I don't know if there's anybody better.
Averaged 26 points in the last 6 games against the Suns. 43-25, the Warriors. Trying to make it 13 in a row. That would be their longest win streak of the season. Here's Clay again. Wide open for 3. It's not going for Clay tonight so far.
Yeah, the only reason you say so far is because he's not going to stop what? Shooting.
Yeah, he's capable. I mean, he had 37 at a quarter. So he's certainly capable of exploding at a moment's notice. 8:23 to go in the half.
In recent weeks, and tonight, well, no different. Head coach Steve Kerr of the Golden State Warriors electing to rest 2 of his key players, 1 starter in Draymond Green, and one of the key bench players in Andre Iguodala. Of course, Kurt giving Green and Iguodala the night off because they played the back-to-back. He went on to say that Green has been grinding all year long, and in talking to the training staff and also in looking at Green, just felt like it made sense. As far as the big guns, well, Steph and Clay, they're playing tonight. He said the main reason, one, they wanted to, and maybe more importantly, they have been in a great offensive groove after that three-point shooting drought the team suffered in that rough stretch. 12 straight wins. You can understand why they're playing here tonight. Kurt did go on to say, he said, look, I get it. I understand both sides of the argument. My job is to put my team in the best position to win. But he knows, like all the coaches and owners, it will no doubt be a topic of discussion this offseason.
All right, K-Ray. Thank you very much. And a little step back by David West.
That's what he's been doing lately. And again, when they get some added ammunition from David West, Jaja Pachulia, JaVale McGee, I mean, that makes them pretty much unbeatable.
Nice pocket pass by Booker, and Allen Williams will get to the line. And David West, who signed with Golden State for the veterans minimum.
He's chasing the title. And look, you know me. I mean, I'm gonna give him his accolades on how he's been playing lately. He's chasing the title. He was in San Antonio last year and passed up a lot of money. And now he's in Golden State. So if Golden State doesn't win, I guess he'll probably be in Cleveland.
That's right. What's next? He left $11 million on the table to join San Antonio last year and signs for the league minimum with Golden State this year.
Yeah.
Got a final, by the way, from San Antonio, and the Warriors are going to like it. Warriors up 45-27, flipped up into the air by Barnes, and here come the Suns on the push. T.J. Warren now resets. Booker surveys, probes, finds Big Sauce Williams on the weave with Jones Jr. 7 on the shot. TJ pulls up. Nope. Matt Barnes, great all-around athlete. Tremendous wide receiver in high school. That was a pretty good pass. So he could have been a quarterback too, but Clay couldn't do anything with it.
Hey, Clay can't. It's amazing how from game to game that rim can close up on him. Klay Thompson 1 of 8. But if you're the Suns, don't look at the fact he's 1 of 8. That's only making him mad.
Here's West, who started out in New Orleans as a quiet, shy kid. Here's Booker. He lets it go for 3. Devin Booker now 2 for 3 from downtown, has 8 points. Steph Curry looking on. Steph already with 5 threes. There's a 12-2 run. The Suns down by 13 after trailing by 23. There's a technical. Called by Lauren Holtkamp. It's on Dudley. No, it's a technical on Williams, a common foul on Dudley. Alan Williams with his second tee of the season.
And Matt Barnes was barking 2 times up and down the court. They didn't give him a tackle. They called on David West. I thought they were going to give that on Matt Barnes.
This is confusing.
And Devin Booker started walking. And that ball walked out of the rim.
I thought you said technical foul on 15. You saw it. I saw it.
Yeah.
We all saw it.
Sometimes they get it wrong.
Okay.
You know, I don't see an 18 out there. Maybe she was doing subtraction. David West wears number 3.
Addition by subtraction.
Yeah. 18 is bothering me. And 15, I should give it to you, but I'm going to give it to 3.
Okay.
15.
Well, let me give you some other numbers here, okay? 102 to 95. That was the score tonight from San Antonio, in which the Lakers beat the Spurs. But the Spurs probably played nobody.
Yeah.
Everybody rested, I'm sure.
Lakers trying to make the playoffs.
It's the way they're playing. But that's great news, of course, for Golden State, because now the magic number is 1.
Yeah. Well, San Antonio. When San Antonio.
Oh, there you go. Mode explodes to the hole.
Wow. Man, that guy can jump.
With authority.
But when Golden State went down there and beat San Antonio last week, that was over. There's no way they'd give relenting that #1 seed.
So they'll have home court throughout the playoffs as well with a win, one more win.
Yeah, here's the negative, though, for Golden State. In eliminating San Antonio a week early, Spurs are probably going to start resting all their guys.
I thought they started in week 1. Now here's Thompson. The flyby. That was more like a run by Jones. Back the other way. It is just frenetic hand-to-hand. As T.J. Warren converts.
He's not going to miss that. No, he's not going to miss it. They call him airplane mode. We talked about helicopter mode. He just jumps as high as he can mode and throws it down hard. Look at Derrick Jones Jr.
On a 16-4 burst. They've outscored Golden State 18-6 in the second with Curry on the bench. And it's an 11-point game after trailing by 23. Hey, time for Chili's handcrafted. The Warriors lead the NBA in games with 30 or more assists this season. They have a franchise record 49 such games. The #2 ranked team in the NBA, Denver, with 17. I mean, you go up and down the list of all the offensive categories. The Warriors are right there. They lead the league in points per game. It's a pretty good reason why. Steph Curry, they shoot the best, 50%, #3 in three-point shooting, and they lead the league in assists, 30.5 a game. Trying to cover Curry closely instead of foul on Dudley. Let's get it over to K-Ray.
Well, Steve, to further that note, in talking to Steve Kerr before the game tonight, I asked him specifically about that, and he said, you know, look, we're fortunate because we have great, what he called peripheral distributors, and their best is not here tonight. That's Draymond Green. He is their best in terms of delivering assists, and he said we are at our best when the ball is flying around the floor. And that's what allows them, and EJ, you know this better than anybody, when the ball is moving like that, it puts so much pressure on the defense. That is why Thompson and Curry so often get wide open threes. It allows them to get into a rhythm, and why they are so very difficult to defend.
You're right, K-Ray, because the other guys, they don't stand still. And so you have to honor them. And then Curry and Clay, they're going to work their way open. They're two of the best in the league at moving without the ball.
6 turnover on the Warriors, and look out as Pachulia gets a hold of Jones Jr. by the neck.
Well, it's a combination of Derrick Jones Jr. making sure he got contact. You see he jumped right into him. And so that allows Jaja to grab him. They might take a look at this for sure, but it seems like Derrick Jones Jr. knew, you know, he's been learning. He's got to go get contact, and that time he made sure he got some contact before he attempted that layup.
And anytime it's above the shoulders, it usually triggers a look at the replay. Pachulia not a dirty player.
Well, you say that because he's not knocking you around.
Well, generally speaking, he's a pretty honest player.
I don't know. Russell Westbrook was lying on the floor this year. Jaja stood over him. Put it this way. He's a tank.
He's aggressive.
Yeah. You know, I drive a Hummer, and if I roll it, I might not see your foot, but if I roll over it, you're going to be in pain.
Yeah, but there's a difference between aggressive and dirty.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have to be the enforcer, and I think they want him to be that way. But again, I say Derrick Jones Jr. kind of created the contact by jumping into him.
You see that bandage? I didn't complete the story. You're going to love this, Eddie. On McAdoo. I mean, he just got mauled by Trevor Ariza of the Rockets. Ariza recently completely fell on top of him, and blood was just gushing out of that area.
You go. There you go, boy. It's your description of blood.
They needed 7 stitches to close it up. And he's still wearing that.
Was it gushing? How high was it gushing?
It was Old Faithful.
Was it like gushing 2 inches or 3 inches before you didn't measure it?
I don't want to gross people out. Although I do enjoy grossing you out. Hey, as he changes the subject, catch every Suns game on the radio all season on Arizona Sports 98.7. Okay, we'll leave sleeping dogs lie, okay? We won't get into
I'm glad he's fine. Man.
Yeah, I mean, you can get a concussion, something like that. That's like getting hit in the face with a pass from LeBron James.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah. No stitches, though.
You're still hurting, huh? Or your feelings are hurt?
I'm just generally mixed up. Here's Steph Curry. He gets it inside to the man of the moment, McAdoo. And Mark Ayotte blows the whistle. Looks to be on Dudley.
Maybe an example how strong Jaja is. He didn't even jump. But 3 Suns players fell off of him like bowling balls, including Allen Williams.
Listed at 6'11". I know you're going to disagree with this. 270. I told you.
He's about 275.
Okay. And there he goes. He shows the little finesse move there.
Well, last year he had a solid season with Dallas. So, I mean, he has the capability of having a good offensive game. It's just not expected in this uniform.
And he plays both ends. You mean you can tell the difference between 270 and 275 from this distance?
Well, what I do, I kind of measure it to what I look. And I'm saying to myself that he's more than 40 pounds heavier than me. That's all.
That's very interesting. There he is. How's that on the kick? Curry, the quick release. What else is new, huh?
It barely touches his hand. And people say, oh, his release is just lightning quick. But what they don't understand is his setup is lightning quick. He's already set to shoot the ball before he catches it. And that's what makes his shot seem so much quicker than others who aren't ready to shoot when they catch it.
And a fast answer from Tyler Ulis. And English by Curry. And he's got 28.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's in there. You can be 7'8". He'll find a way to get the ball over the top of you.
Curry is 10 for 14. There's Dudley from 3. Ooh, it almost had a chance. 2:35 to go in the second. 54-43. Boy, Suns hanging around despite Curry. They're lucky to this point that Klay Thompson has been ice cold.
Yeah, that's been
key.
Yeah, that's been their key right so far. I mean, that's allowed them to at least hang around in this basketball game.
But meanwhile, Curry, 10 for 14, 6 for 9 from 3, 28 points. Ulis in and out. And he's halfway down. They get it back. Big sauce. Look out! Airplane mode. Soaring in.
Man, but look, this is the guy that didn't have a dunk for the longest time. And all of a sudden, he's figured out how to time himself and get to the rim.
His first game against the Golden State Warriors, and the Warriors are going to remember this kid.
He's jumping off a trampoline, I'm just telling you. Not too many people jump that quick, other than Derek Jones.
Just after trailing by 23 as we take a look at the Coors Light. Cold Hard Facts, Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Tyler Ulis, first player shorter than 6 feet tall to record a 30-plus point game in Suns history at 34th Sunday against the Rockets. Ulis, who is a pass-first point guard, was told to be more aggressive by the coaching staff. He took 22 shots, made 15 of them. 7 3-point attempts. He hit 3. And he looked to score as well as facilitate, getting 9 assists. But he really, Eddie, has been raising eyebrows around the league.
And I thought on that trip, you know, he ran out of gas a little bit. Struggled with his shot because he's not used to playing all these minutes. I mean, your body really has to get adjusted to playing an NBA season. And he's been thrust into the starting lineup playing huge minutes, and I thought he ran out of gas. And now that second win has come back for him. I felt Allen Williams hit that same wall. So now these guys are starting to understand that these games just come one after the other, and you got to be ready to play. And Tyler Ulis right now feels really at home with his play on the court.
Yeah, he's got 5 double-doubles in his 10 starts. As you would say, not chopped liver. Here's the step around, flip up, hoping for the best. Curry here. Thompson gobbles up the loose change, and it goes out of bounds to the Warriors.
Yeah, I think the Suns ought to just let Klay Thompson get open right now. Because you know they're going to throw it to him, and you know he's going to shoot it. So he's 1 of 9. That might be their best option.
0 for 5 from 3. And he finally makes one there.
I'm going to open my mouth, I tell you. Just thrown back at me.
Let's get some tape.
Yeah, I'm just going to be quiet. Enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
56. How can we if you're not talking? It's impossible. Ulis. Getting baseline underneath. Tough pass in the crowd. Too much traffic. Curry blasting out. Bounces it to McAdoo. And I'm not sure. That was a layup drill or something.
Well, he didn't know whether he wanted to dunk it or lay it up.
Ulis with the teardrop. And that was some setup by Curry. Curry's got to be shaking his head. Behind the back to McAdoo. And the C's party missed another layup.
Hey, Curry is taking McAdoo to dinner, and he keeps dropping the fork.
He's gonna stop passing it to him. Ulis for 3.
Looky here.
6-point game. Suddenly the Warrior fans, the many Golden State fans here wearing Golden State gear, quiet, and the Suns fans come alive.
Well, fool's gold probably early, right? Steph Curry put on his Circus Soleil show, and it looked like the Warriors going to blow the Suns out. But the Warriors haven't seen this team in a while, and this team is used to being behind lately, and so they don't stop playing. Earl Watson's made note of that. I mean, yeah, they're undermanned in regards to maturity, dealing with younger players night in and night out, but they don't quit. And so the Warriors getting a dose of how hard this team has been playing over the last few weeks.
18-9 spurt by the Suns. James Michael McAdoo, who is the second cousin of the great Bob McAdoo, who also went to UNC like James.
If he can get half as good as Bob McAdoo, he'll be an all-star.
Warriors by 8. Bob, 1975 MVP, 5-time All-Star. Booker, tough shot.
Great D there from Klay Thompson.
McAdoo swings it down to Thompson. Pulls up for 3, and he continues to miss. 0 for 6.
And he continues to shoot.
That's true.
My kind of guy.
2 for 11 from the floor. Oh, he's, no question, he's got the green light. 5 seconds to go in the half. Booker into the paint, raising up. No. Goaltending. Yep, they got a piece of it on the rim.
Now, if I'm a Phoenix Sun, I am not leaving Steph Curry. I'm just not leaving him. How often has he ended halves and quarters with something crazy?
Yeah, from 50 feet. Not that time. We've come to the end of the first half as Curry has 28 points on 10 for 15 in 17 minutes, 6 for 9 from downtown. It's the Warriors 58, the Suns 52. Stay tuned for the Kia halftime report with Tom Arena here in downtown Philly's halftime winding down. The Suns battling back from a 23-point deficit to close to within 6 of the half, 58-52. Now welcome to our broadcast table. Steve Albert along with EJ, Eddie Johnson. We say this a lot, but it's a young team, and this is another great learning experience. Just watching guys like Curry operate.
Yeah, one of my keys, take notes. And they took notes early. Steph Curry went Circus Soleil on him. That's expected. But they kept Klay Thompson calm, and I thought that helped. And then Tyler Ulis got effective. They came together as a team, and all of a sudden, they're back in the ballgame.
What would you like to see from the Suns here in the second half against this ball club?
Just don't let the moment get you down, because it's going to happen again. I mean, Klay might come out and can't miss a shot. So you just got to stay within the moment and understand if you just continue to play your game and take care of the ball, you'll have a chance.
All right, well, we're ready for the shot chart brought to you by your hometown KFC. And with that, another look at the mystical, magical Mr. Curry.
He is magical. I'm telling you, He's the best show in the league when it comes to scoring the ball. And then, you know, he made a pass the other night behind the back to Iguodala that was probably one of the best passes I've ever seen. But he just enjoys the game, man. And when he's on a roll like this, you're not going to stop him. You just hope that the other guys don't catch up to him.
You know, Eddie, you know this. He was the 7th pick. That means 6 players were picked in front of him. But that happens every year, something like that. But to this extent, unbelievable. Those other 6 teams are going, man, what did we do? Let's find out what to look for. Sponsored by Schwartz Laser Eye Centers, teamidoc.com.
Keep that guy asleep. That's all I'm telling you. I mean, he had 41 last night. And then stop turning it over. You know, you cannot turn the ball over against this team, because what happens is they get their lanes rather quickly, and you're so spread out that it leads to 3-point bombs. I mean, that's when you turn it over. They don't go for layups most of the time. They try to go for the juggler.
All right, here we go. Suns trailing 58-52 as we begin the second half from downtown PHX. Warren hits his own miss. Misses again. And stepping in for the rebound. McCaw gets it down to Pachulia. Now here's Curry again. They're looking for 30. As in number 3-0. And he over dribble. Stolen by Warren. Navigating into the front court through traffic. And Booker swings it over to Ulis. Ulis back to Chris. Out of bounds. And a foul. It's on James Michael back at 2.
Yeah, Curry handling that ball maybe a little too much. Gave T.J. Warren a chance to measure him. He poked it away.
Well, you were talking about Klay Thompson struggling in the first half. He had 5 threes in the first half last night. What a difference a night makes. 2 for 11, 0 for 6 from downtown in this first half. Chris. Thompson thought he traveled.
Well, he did. He traveled while dribbling. He got to his spot and scored.
Warriors 3-point shooting.
Which is legal.
How about that? 6 for 9, 1 for 9 for the rest of the team. They're 7 for 18 overall, 39%. Thompson gets it to go, and unfortunately for the Suns, that might be what Thompson needs to get him going.
Well, the coaching staff came together at halftime and they said, okay, we got to get Klay going. I mean, that's how that works. And so now, you know, the Suns have to understand that they just can't allow him to wake up. Now, a layup like that can all of a sudden start to him not missing anything from deep. We've seen it before with him, and definitely a danger zone.
Let's check in with Kevin Ray.
Okay, I think I caught up with Coach Earl Watson there at halftime, and he said, you know, clearly, especially his young point guard, Tyler Ulis, seemed a little stunned and dazed there in that opening quarter. He said, but look, that's part of why we have him out on the floor. He's got to learn and got to grow from the experience. As painful as it may have been in that opening quarter, he said he liked the way he and the rest of the unit responded in that second quarter, settled down, played much better, pointed out to the play of Jared Dudley being very helpful in getting them settled down. And he also talked about the defense of Derrick Jones Jr. and what he's been able to provide in terms of an emotional lift for this club as well.
Well, thanks, Kevin. That's 30 for 30 as Chris with the goaltend.
That's not goaltend. It did not hit the glass. He took it to the glass.
You see the reaction from Marquis. So Steph Curry with 30 points, 11 for 16 in 19 minutes. Whether you agree or disagree with that call. Here's a strip by McCaw. He's off to the races. And the easy layup. Man, he's got quick hands.
Yeah.
He just picked his pocket.
Well, and he realizes 2 points is 2 points. Didn't waste it trying to dunk it.
Very good defensive player. Patrick McCaw, his dad, a coach, so he really understands the game, but he is long and lanky.
Well, I remember talking to Steve Kerr before the season, and he said he loved the kid. Said that he thought he would be in his rotation. Now, he's had his ups and downs, but he seems to be right back in the rotation.
Had a great summer league. And T.J. Warren.
Yeah, you know, Jaja's not going to block anybody's shot, so the Suns can get their shot over the top.
Warriors by 6. Curry 30 points at 23 in the first and rested in the second. McCaw There's that Vanagon. He's one of 14 guys to wear number 0. Among the others, Damian Lillard, Russell Westbrook, and the Suns' Marquise Chris. Now foul on Clay Thompson.
Second team foul. Non-shooting.
Non-shooting, second team foul, so Warren will trigger. He booked 12 points, 5 for 14, 2 of 3 from 10. The shovel by Ulis. Step back for 3 by Booker. Short. And a loose ball foul called by Tom Washington. It's on Chris.
You know, Clay's one of the...
And a technical. Excuse me, Eddie.
Yeah. Marquise obviously said some magic words.
Yeah, as he was walking away. So that's his 10th tee of the year. And this is first season. I think it was just a sarcastic remark, like it's about time, something like that. It wasn't. I don't think it was any profanity.
Steph was on a free throw missing bench, but Marquise has to understand that certain guys that they don't take anything, and Tom Washington's one of them. So he's got to know who to pick his battles with.
Curry with 30 points. Can't add to it. 6 for 10 from downtown. Shooting 40% from the arc on the season, and number 1 in threes made. Derrick Jones Jr. with his umpteenth dunk tonight.
Well, what about Ulis finding him on the move?
Great facilitator. Thompson squares up, and the outside shot fails to go again. He's 3 for 13. 0 for 6.
And his expression hasn't changed one time.
He's as cool as ever. And he'll just keep hoisting until it goes in. Or doesn't. Fouled by Booker on the reach-in. Second.
Tyler Ulis, he doesn't see the court like a lot of people. He has to see upward at times and try to throw the ball over the top of defenders. And that time on the line to Derrick Jones Jr. That's a difficult pass.
Uncanny court vision by Ulis. You see a guy that far away. Put it right on the money with a room service pass. Suns take it back. 8th turnover on the Warriors. That's maybe the one Achilles heel for the Warriors. They're 22nd. They're the bottom 8 in turnovers, almost 15 a game. But they do just about everything else right. Glenn trying to get a foul. Ulis rescues the ball. No.
Tyler gets to those loose balls so quickly.
Ulis 5 for 13. And the follow by McAdoo. That wasn't even a follow. It was kind of a pass.
Oh, I thought it was a shot, to be quite honest with you. But you know Steph Curry's probably going to get the assist on that one.
And yeah, he's got 5. It's one of those 50-50 things. Was it a pass? Was it a...
Because this is his normal shot. He throws these up. Let's see.
Right. But it was so short.
Well, maybe
they'll take it.
Maybe he's seeing something I'm seeing, but I think he shot that one.
Only Mr. Curry knows for sure. Ulis fires a bullet to Jones Jr. way off.
Yeah, and again, that's not his game right now. And the one thing I don't want him to do is get caught up in it. What he does well is attack that rim and follow up. And that's a great trait to have as a young player.
Good look by Klay Thompson behind the back, but Pachulia couldn't knock it down. Oh, rejection there by McAdoo. Chased down by Len. Suns regroup. Ulis pulls it out with 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Wrap around to Chris for the lefty slam. What a pass by Ulis. 4th assist. It was a beauty. Boy, he just finds people. And he does it under duress.
Nice pass there to the upset Marquise Chris as he tries to destroy the rim.
Introducing new Control GX for men. The first shampoo with a brain. What makes it so smart? It reduces gray the same way it grows in, gradually. The more you shampoo with Control GX, the less gray you have. Just use it until you like what you see. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX from Just for Men. The first shampoo with a brain.
Fox Sports Arizona.
Clay was a non-factor.
Fourth personal on Dudley, 14 fouls. 2014 NBA MVP, 8-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champ, KD. Once scored 44 against the Suns for Oklahoma City back in 2014. 74-68 Warriors, just under 5 minutes to go in the third. Biggest lead for Golden State, 23. But then the Suns marching back, as they often do. Jones Jr., look out. James, that's JaVale McGee who went sky high to reject that one. Curry the other way, looking for Barnes on the lob, out of bounds. Stay right here. And Jones Jr. banged up apparently his left knee. McGee.
Yeah, Derek Jones Jr. limping back down the court. And
I think he fell on Jones. And Jones fell awkwardly, trying to work it out. That's a lot of weight to fall on you when it's McGee. Well, somebody zigged when they should have zagged, and here's Thompson going the other way.
But Derek Jones Jr., he's got to, if he's hurt, he's got to put a hand up, because of 2 straight possessions where he wasn't focused on doing the job. He didn't get back defensively, and he wasn't ready for the pass from Marquis. So if he's hurt, put a hand up, because the Suns are right there, and you don't want any kind of breakdowns to allow Golden State to just blow this thing open.
That's an and one for D. Book as McCall commits his second 14th foul. Came up short on the free throw, and leaking out as Thompson throws up a wild shot. Got a lot of contact, but he'll settle for the field goal.
Well, Clay's getting his rhythm now with layups, and layups all along because of breakdowns.
Ulis with a quick answer. Ryder buries it. He's got 16. Thompson now with 14 and starting to get into the groove. Curry. And the lay-in by Barnes. Good setup by Steph Curry, who's got 9 assists. So Curry closing in on his 9th double-double of the season. 30 points, 9 assists, and another Barnes double.
Didn't get greedy. And caught the ball at 15 feet. No sense in attacking JaVale McGee. Just knock it down.
Warriors without Draymond Green, without Andre Iguodala. Beautiful pass to Curry, but then good defense by the Suns. Ulis passed up the 3. The extra pass, Booker for 3. And those long arms of Jones shovels it to the corner for Booker.
Well, nice rebound and great pass.
In one fell swoop. Derek Jones Jr. Very impressive.
I mean, if I was limping like Derek Jones Jr., I wouldn't be able to even get on my tippy toes. He jumped above the rim.
Derek showing a lot of heart. 2:39 to go. It's a 20-second timeout here in the third. The Suns down 82-74. Suns have lost 10 straight to the Warriors as Golden State goes for the 4-game sweep this year. The Suns' last win over the Warriors November 9th, 2014 here in Phoenix, 107-95. Historically, no team has beaten the Warriors more often than the Suns, 137 wins to 98. Well, it's winding down, only 3 to go after tonight. Russell Westbrook, Mr. Triple-Double, and the OKC Thunder in on Friday night. Suns Live kicks it off at 6:30. Then the Dallas Mavericks, Dirk Nowitzki and company, Sunday. Suns Live at 2:30, a day game. And then the season ends at Sacramento Tuesday. Suns Live at 7 p.m. with Tom and Tom. Well, before the ball game tonight, Alan Williams received the Dan Marley Hustle Award. First time in 4 years it wasn't P.J. Tucker as he was dealt to Toronto. Nice job by Big Sauce.
Yeah, and a lot of his hustle was on the bench when he wasn't playing.
That's
just
right.
his energy over there and just always into the game, motivating his teammates. I mean, he had a hand in I think their rhythm at times this year, just based on his theatrics on the sideline.
Do they factor that into the
No,
the
not at
battle?
all. I just factored it.
Oh, I see. That's the Eddie Johnson quotient.
Yeah.
I see. But you know what? I agree with you. Any hustle is good hustle, whether it's on the bench or on the floor. Yeah, McGee doesn't get the roll. Here comes Ulis through the forest of trees. Bender gives it up to Dudley. Long three. Back tap by Ulis.
Alan Williams just couldn't grab it. It was right there in front of him. He just couldn't react and pull it in.
Just learned that Derek Jones Jr. went into the locker room. Tendon knee. Pocket pass by Clark. Picked off by Bender. Here comes Ronnie Price off to the races. And he got fouled by Clark.
There's Bender with a nice outlet to Ronnie Price, and Ronnie might try to dunk down.
Clark and Bender, who looked sharp in his first game back, played Sunday for the first time since February the 1st. Missed 31 games overall, 28 straight, had 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks in 14 minutes off the bench in the first half.
Yeah, moved well too, and that's what I was paying attention to, you know, more than anything. You can tell he's putting on weight. I mean, he's probably put on more weight than anybody on the team. I mean, his upper body, I mean, from when he first showed up to where it is now, I mean, it's just unbelievable the work he must be putting in.
A win of the offseason. He almost stole that from Curry. Curry bombs from 3, 7 for 11, has 33. He had 23 in the first. He's got 10 since. Curry 12 for 20. He needs 1 assist for his 9th double-double on the year. 2-time MVP, unanimous last year. Another one.
It's too easy.
Mid-range.
And not to say Ronnie Price is not playing hard, but again, great defense not stopping great O. And he navigates those screens so well.
He's got 35, Eddie. 46 his season high. Suns working it around nicely. Alan Williams unable to score, and then the follow won't go. Back to the Warriors. Suns out rebounding Golden State 42-33, but being outscored 87-76.
That's how you can get Golden State, right? You got to attack their lack of size.
Warriors getting it done in the paint, but it's pretty close. 38-34. Clark gets into it. Third year out of Belmont, undrafted. Now he got a shootout. Jared Dudley continues.
Well, Jared's getting a wide open look, and then defenders running at him, and he's extremely crafty at getting them to bite on that up fake.
10 off the bench, averaging just over 9 over the last 3. 6 seconds to go in the third. His Curry just flings it up there. And with 1.9, the foul on Alan Williams. Second on Big Sauce.
And Livingston was fouled. I thought initially, but McGee is the one that's going to the free throw line.
That's better for the Suns. McGee, a 51% free throw shooter. The son of Pam McGee, former USC and WNBA star. And once you know it, he hits the first. 7 foot 6.5-inch wingspan. And Curry will take a seat with 35. 1.9 seconds when the Suns get it back. And He hits both. They're practicing. The bullet at half court. Williams to Eulis. Oh, almost. Nice play. That looked like a rugby play by Allen Williams. We've come to the end of the third quarter. The score, the Warriors 91, the Suns 78. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball presented by Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. Get it. Anything and everything here at the arena. I mean, you get hot dogs, pretzels, fractured prune donuts, and sushi. Very nice. Warriors held to 17 in the second, but then came back to score 33 in the third, and now lead at 91-78 heading into the fourth. Steve Albert, E.J. Eddie Johnson, K-Ray, Kevin Ray with Tom and Tom in the cold zone. Here's a steal. The Suns could mount a nice comeback here in a run. Dudley, he's been hot. Rebound.
Playing well, isn't it? Seems to have gotten stronger as the season has gone on. I thought his legs weren't all the way there early in the year. Hesitant on jump shots, but not lately. He's just knocking them down.
JD with 13 points and 22 minutes off the bench, 3 for 6 from downtown. 10-point difference. David West spins away from Dudley. They find Barnes behind the line.
They'll make one every now and then now. You can't afford to just allow him to get that shot. I mean, he get confidence running through him. He'll start to knock a few down himself.
11 teams in 14 years. He really brings that edge to Golden State. And a reach in by West. Draymond Green resting this one out. First player in NBA history to get a triple-double without 10-plus points, without double figures in points. He had 11 rebounds, 10 assists, and a franchise record 10 steals. 19 career triple-doubles. Had one the other day against Washington. Here's a steal by Price, and then dribbles it out. Well, that's amazing. You don't hear about that too often without scoring double figures in points. He had 4 points in that triple-double. Crazy.
He knows his role. He plays it to the max.
The proverbial Swiss Army knife does it all. He had a triple-double, as I mentioned, Sunday against the Wizards. 11 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists. More conventional type triple-double. David West, interesting guy, Eddie. Very, very much into African-American studies. And reads Plato. Quiet, introspective kid. Was the heart and soul of the Pacers.
Well, even before that, I mean, with New Orleans. I mean,
yep.
You know, he's a first-class guy, and when I say he was chasing titles, it's not meant to offend him. I mean, that's what he's doing. I mean, if you don't think that's what he's doing, then I don't know what you're watching. You know, and that's okay. I mean, he has a choice. He's giving up money to do that because on another team, he is definitely making much more money. But he wants to win, and that's okay.
When he played for New Orleans, I was their TV play-by-play guy, and West would always come to the back of the plane and discuss boxing with me. I mean, he really studied the sport closely. He knew all the obscure fighters, not just the headliners. It was really an interesting situation. I really enjoyed talking to him a lot. Nice guy. Really knew his stuff.
Well, and look, he's great in the locker room, and that's why. And Golden State's been really good at that. They just don't bring anybody in. You know, they're going to bring in guys that fit, or if they do bring someone in with an edge, then they'll bring in a Matt Barnes, but they have so much balance on the other end that Matt Barnes can't disrupt it. And that's the beauty of this basketball team, and that's why Matt Barnes really fits in. And if you notice Matt Barnes on the court, he's not as volatile as he used to be.
Yeah, he's kind of calmed down.
Exactly.
Settled it down a little bit. More cerebral, if I could say that. Thompson flings. And they had a guy the last couple of years that's now on the Suns bench that was so popular in Golden State named Leandro Barbosa, who's unfortunately injured for the Suns the last 5 or so games. And I remember our first trip back to Oracle this year. He got such a rousing ovation from the fans there, and they had even had a tribute to him on the video court. It was really nice. From deep corner, Clark can't bury it.
Suns need to really be effective here over the next few minutes. I think that can put some pressure on the Warriors. And again, that's something you can't do against them.
Good hands by West to create this opportunity for Thompson. And he continues to struggle. 0 for 7 from 3, 6 for 19 overall. I wonder when was the last time he, went a whole game without getting a 3 or missing this many.
Well, that's why I tell people all the time, as great as Thompson is as a shooter, the three-point shot is a rhythm shot. And when it's not going for you, you can really look bad.
Well, he's made at least 4 threes in a career-best 6 straight games.
When it's not going, you look mortal. And Clay knows. I mean, he's one of the best in the league at getting away from it. And he's done that early in this half where he's getting layups.
T.J. Warren, we were talking about David West. David West mentored T.J. Warren, and you can't find a better mentor than David West.
Yeah, and after a game the last time they played, you can see the way T.J. looked at him after the game, that David West has a profound effect on him as a person.
Yeah, looking for his approval. And West right on cue.
Yeah, and look, he's done that his whole career. I mean, especially when he's playing with Chris Paul. I mean, that duo was just nasty in how they set screens and work with one another.
This pass by Booker in midair. Williams gets fouled. But David West, a former 20-point scorer, is now a terrific role player for these Golden State Warriors. Chase food. Is that a great dessert or what?
Yeah, I had a cookie ice cream.
Oh, the cookies?
On the pregame show.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you eating on the pregame.
It was delicious.
We'll get back to that in a second, but first it's time for Always On, presented by Talking Stick Resort. And JD, who had 15 and 9 rebounds the other night against Houston, is up to his old tricks.
Yeah, just playing well, playing solid. Again, I think he enjoys playing with this young group, and they rely on him, and he hasn't disappointed.
Did somebody bring you the ice cream?
It was already sitting there when I showed up. Yeah, they treat me well up there. I mean, I come sit down with you. All I do is get a bad look.
Why do you come back down here then? We have no food.
Well, I come sit with you and you just say hi and
you want some food?
Leave.
Hang on, let me dig into my pocket, see if I can. I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich here from 1958 from a game I did that you might like. It's just slightly stale. A 98-87 Warriors lead. Thompson. Here's West with 3 on the shot.
That shot right there for West. Yep. He's made his living there. And you know this, right? I mean, that angle shot right there, free throw line extended. I mean, he was pure money.
18th pick out of Xavier in Cincinnati, Ohio, by way of Teaneck, New Jersey. Here's Allen Wood. Teaneck, New Jersey, the original home of the Nets. They were the New Jersey Americans before they became the Nets. Here's West. Sean Livingston gets it out to Barnes. Warriors shooting 50%. 10 for 26 from downtown, 39%. Klay Thompson for 3. Finally! After going 0 for 7, he rattled that one in. That almost went out. 1 for 8. Finally gets one. His buddy Curry is 7 for 12 from 3. And the teardrop by Dudley.
I mean, they're rotating off of him and leaving him alone, and he's feasting.
Matched his game from the other night as 15. So 30 points, 2 straight games, plus he has 6 assists and 5 boards. So fill in the stat sheet tonight, JD. Foul on Williams. And for Allen, that's his 4th. 13. 7:03 to go. Warriors going for their 13th straight win, which would be their season best.
You know, the Suns, I know this last few weeks has been extremely tough. Not being able to win a game. But it's always important to play hard at the end of a season. And just to kind of get your rhythm, prove that you belong, Because some people think it doesn't carry over to next year. It does. I mean, I'm living proof of that. It does carry over. And obviously, the late, great Kyle Fitzsimmons used to always say that. You know, you just finish out the season on a strong note because you go through your summer feeling good about yourself and you'll work out better. And I think that's what we're seeing here with the Suns in the rhythm that they are showing, although struggling to win a game.
Well, there's no question they're fighting. They're playing hard because, you know, there's Dudley again. He's on fire, 17 points. It's just a matter of the differences in talent. The Warriors are on a completely different level. But there's that feistiness by the Suns. And Devin Booker, nice from Allen Williams. Devin Booker's jersey from the 70-point game is on display now at the Basketball Hall of Fame. So that's a great honor for young Devin. Got 19 points. Nice fast break here by the Suns.
Boy, and the right guy to get it to. And notice he just took the angle right away from Ian Clark and went right to the rim.
And Talking Stick Resort is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Casino Arizona, where locals rule. Schwartz Laser Eye Center, TeamEyeDoc.com. And by Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Back here in downtown Phoenix, Larry Fitzgerald on hand to see the great Steph Curry and the Phoenix Suns tonight. Curry with 35 points, the chance of defense ringing out. Suns on the heels of a really nice fast break. This could trigger another one. Chris from Ulis. Suns making it interesting, down 7.
Suns defensively really have tightened it up in the paint. But the Warriors really love to pick you apart. They're right there picking off passes.
22-17. Fast break points for the Suns. McCaw.
That's a great block out from Jared Dudley.
And quickly down floor again, Ulis.
I love to see Tyler Ulis take that shot. I mean, that's a 14-footer, and he has been knocking those down with regularity.
Instead, he backs up and resets, and then trying to get around West, and it's deflected out by the Warriors.
The Suns making the Warriors turn it over, and the quick release of the ball from Jared Dudley to Ulis, the playmaker, and he finds his teammate wide open.
6 assists for Tyler, and Chris with 8 points, 9 rebounds. Underneath to the red-hot Dudley, and he just tied his season high with 19.
He's working over the rookie McCaw. Okay, I mean, just as a veteran should. He gets on you, got to make him pay.
Suns down by 5. Let's see what they can do defensively here to close the gap even more. West with a step back. Rebound, Dudley. The lead to Booker. Chases it down. He finds Ulis. Got it! And it's a 104-101 game. The Suns looking for the massive upset to keep the Warriors from clinching first in the West. And home court throughout the playoffs. The banker would go for Curry, a 10-0 run.
Oh, tough break there. I mean,
off the man scramble. Here's Matt Barnes, stops on a dime.
Got away with it.
Started by Chris, recaptured by McCaw. Suns so active, contesting everything with the hands. Another steal. 13th turnover on the Warriors.
Warriors getting greedy with trying to make those scoring passes, and the Suns' hands are up, not at their sides, and they're getting deflections.
A 3-point game. Chris, it's going to be an offensive foul. He bowled. He just bowled Curry over.
He got him pretty good, but Curry knows how to release from a hit to his upper body. Marquise has to turn and see who's guarding, you know, because Curry is crafty, Klay Thompson's crafty, and so you know that if you try to get the best of them, they're going to flop. They're going to bring the official into the play, and And he'll get better at that. He'll understand that with Curry on him, just turn around and take a jump shot. I mean, he's not going to block it. That's a little 8-footer right there. Just turn and just knock it off the glass and put it down.
Chris with his third, team third. Curry for 3.
And Jared Dudley was right there, and it didn't matter.
He's got 38, his 8th 3 in 13 attempts, and now the dribble out of bounds.
Yeah, 3:47 here now. Suns can't panic. I mean, Warriors will turn it over just like they are. You just can't let that guy just go crazy. You can better believe he's going to be looking to add to it.
The quickest release in the land. Steal by Ulis. 3-on-1. And he's dragged down by Barnes. And the fans are screaming flagrant. Barnes looking to stop that Ulis fast break opportunity. It's just going to be a common foul. They won't even look at it.
He just wrapped him up. Lost control of the ball, but I think Allen Williams, he's so wide that it's hard to get passes around him. Curry lost it, and off to the races the Suns go.
Barnes just tackled him, and Ulis misses the first. Upset with himself, 77% shooter. A little anxiety on the bench for Steve Kerr.
Well, it truly is. I mean,
he may have to take a few tums, a few roll-ins, and he missed the second, but Chris couldn't put it back. Kept alive by Williams, and a whistle and a foul.
And Williams is going to go to the line. So
Suns, hit, but it won't count.
Yeah, Suns are in the bonus here, so they have a foul to give, which is good. They can still be aggressive, but they got to knock down the free throws. You just can't go up there and blow 2 opportunities when you're right there.
Williams, a 59% free throw shooter, and of course he gets it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. You know, people always look at ping pong balls and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. This win right here is worth everything to this team. To be able to have a chance to beat the Golden State Warriors, I mean, that is worth everything to the psyche of this young basketball team.
Interestingly, the Lakers beat the Spurs today, so the Suns have the inside track for second most ping pong balls. The pull-up by Clay. Thompson with 19. 109-103 Warriors by 6. Still lots of time. 3:10. The weave with Booker. Picked up by Livingston.
Exactly. They just know how to bother you on your shot. And Booker's not getting that normal look that he's used to getting because of the length of Klay Thompson and Livingston guarding him.
Thompson brings it across. The screen by McGee. Cross-court Barnes. They're looking for Steph. He gets a screen from Livingston. Oh, behind the back, Livingston. Barnes from the corner. That was beautiful, but they couldn't finish. Now here comes Ulis in the open floor. Ulis accelerates, threading his way toward the goal, and a foul. Timeout Suns. And the foul looked to be on Livingston. Junior star, great game for Jared Dudley off the bench. Filling up the stat sheet, a season-high 19.7 rebounds and 6 assists against the Warriors.
Yeah, 8 of 13. So very selective in his shots. 3 of 6 from 3. And he's just taking what they're giving him. You know, look, they're leaving him at times, you know, and he can post up guys. And his maturity has really paid a factor for this team, you know. And he'll probably say that he hadn't culminated into wins, but it's culminated into growth. You know, and that's where you want to get to. This young team growing, understanding what it takes, and then taking the Golden State Warriors to the limit here. And that's something they can really build on.
Carl's Jr., official burger of the Phoenix Suns. I patiently waited for you to finish so I could tag the...
I know, you're unreal.
Commercial.
You're unreal.
Well, Kevin Durant studying the stat sheet, and he could be back next Saturday against New Orleans at Oracle Arena. That place will be rocking. 4-point game. The catch and shoot. He leads the league in catch and shoots. And he gets them when they count. Klay Thompson finishing strong after a bad start.
Man, like I said, his expression never wavered. Never wavered when he struggled.
Suns get a break there. Booker for three. Allen Williams. Great rebound, great hustle.
He was beating up JaVale McGee. I mean, JaVale McGee's falling on the floor.
Another double-double, 14 points, 15 rebounds for Williams. His 14th double-double, 15th career. Barnes with the floater and the follow jam by McGee.
I mean, he got lucky there.
Fell into his hands. And then he goes back. Wow. He raced back to stop that.
Well, and that's a JaVale McGee early in his career that didn't race back. And so the environment that he's playing in has really catapulted his career to a level where a lot of people wanted it to be. He didn't even jump on that one. He was barely off the floor.
Suns to 67% tonight from the line, 16 for 24. As D-Book nails the first.
And we need to stop here on this next few possessions. You know who's going to get the ball. You look at the standings, and they pretty much have this thing wrapped up. So they're just playing for pride and to just build on their record and have momentum.
And also a win tonight clinches the West and home court advantage throughout the playoffs, with the Lakers upsetting. I shouldn't say upsetting because Popovich probably didn't play anybody.
Yeah, no foul here.
Spurs.
Make them make a bucket.
McGee got it.
He made it.
That was a tough shot. Really tough shot. He had no angle whatsoever. And, you know, he's come in, he's put in his minutes here. He's played, what, 14 minutes, and he's been effective. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 for 3. That's a plus 23 for the Warriors, but Jared Dudley and company have pulled them back. They've outscored Golden State since that point, 91-75, a plus 16 for the Suns.
Well, and look, and Golden State's gotten some production from, as I say to others, JaVale McGee's played well, David West has played well, Ian Clark. I mean, because Klay didn't have it going, and they had to make up for him, and they did.
Great job by Jeff Stanlis.
Not unstoppable. I mean, this league has become a guard league, right? You look at Curry, you look at Isaiah Thomas, you look at John Wall, Chris Paul, Eric Bledsoe. I'll throw him into that mix as well before he got set down. I mean, guards are really dominating.
Eddie, let's get it up to Tom and Tom in the cold zone.
Steve and EJ, thank you so much. We're out here for the post-game show along with Tom Chambers. We'll have TC's Top 5 plus highlights of Russell Westbrook going after Big O's record. Did he get it tonight against Memphis? Don't tell him. He wants to say it so bad.
I won't ruin the moment. Yeah, you got to tune in because he did some other cool stuff. 5 steals, 8 threes.
And he's coming up next for the Suns Friday, Oklahoma City this year. And we'll be here post-game. Back to you guys.
What a game. Thank you. I'm on the edge of my seat. I want to know if Westbrook got it or not. Because
you want me to tell you?
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't spoil it for Tom and Tom. They want to reveal it.
Oh, that's why I want to tell you.
Spoiler alert. I'm protecting you guys up there in the cold zone. I won't let Eddie say it. Here's Ulis from deep. And there's Chris from short. But it wouldn't go.
Yeah, Marquis got to grab that with 2 hands. I understand that. He needs to grab that one with 2 hands. Throw it down.
.6 seconds to go. Suns down 7. And Klay Thompson, they'll just play out the clock as best they can here in the foul on Bender. 40 points for Curry, 15 for 26, 8 for 13 from downtown. He set the tone early with 23 in the first, and he's done this all in just 35 minutes, getting some nice rest. So Curry at the line, 91%. He's 3rd in the league. Check out the upcoming schedule. As the guys mentioned, Russell Westbrook and OKC in on Friday. Suns live at 6:30, and then Dallas on Sunday afternoon. Suns live with Tom and Tom at 2:30, and then the Suns finish it out at Sacramento. Tuesday night from beautiful new Golden One Center in downtown Sacktown. Suns live at 7 p.m. So here's a timeout with 12.3 seconds to go.
You know, in teams sometimes they take an exception, right? Earl Watson calls a timeout. 12.3, team down 9, pretty much game over. But not game over, maybe game over for Golden State, but not game over for the Phoenix Suns, because this is an opportunity to execute an out-of-bounds play and continue to teach these young players in a game situation. So it's about a teaching moment here. And so, you know, if you're a Warrior, you should understand that. I know they look back and wonder why he called a timeout. But he wants to see if this young group can execute a play here on a sideline out of bounds. I mean, he doesn't get this opportunity other than in practice.
Tom Washington will give the ball to Jared Dudley, and Suns will try to at least make this a little closer. Booker for 3, and that will just about do it. And the Golden State fans with their roar of approval, many of them here tonight. Good crowd on hand, as you would expect. So this win and San Antonio's loss to the Lakers tonight, the Golden State Warriors have clinched first place in the Western Conference and home court advantage throughout the playoffs, so a significant game for them. They would make it 13 in a row. That's a season-long winning streak. 65-14, 31-10 on the road. 42 points for Steph Curry, 22 for Klay Thompson. The Suns lose their 13th straight and fall to 22-57. Final score: the Golden State Warriors 120 and the Phoenix Suns 111. The next